Hello, everybody. It's Austin here, or Luna. So I hope you guys are having a good Saturday so far. I just woke up at 7:30 p.m. So hi. Before I get into it, I just want to say I just put out a new song. It's called "I'm On One." I think it's pretty good, pretty like distorted and heavy and fun. I'll put it first link in the description if you want to check it out. And if you're listening to it, please tweet me on Twitter or tag me on Instagram or DM me or whatever. I'm going to be trying to reply to people all day, just showing support. I'm not one of these like famous artists or anything, or like famous YouTubers like some people that can't reply to anybody because they just get so many tweets. I get like a decent amount of tweets, but it's like I can reply to a lot of them, so I try to. But anyway, I'll shut up about the self promo for now. You'll probably have to hear that for the next week or two in my videos in the beginning because I want to make sure people check the song out and I am proud of it. But anyway, I have a good story for you guys today, a very good one. One that I don't know. It's funny. I hope you enjoy it. Leave a like on the video if you do. Let's get into it. This story is like no other. So yeah, this is going to be funny. So today's story time all takes place when I was 15 years old, right? Now, around this time, I was just living life, having fun, doing what 15-year-olds do, man. I was just, playing video games, hanging out with my friends, trying to get my schoolwork done. Wasn't the best student, but I wasn't the worst yet. I didn't quite become the Luna that you guys hear about in my older videos, the Luna that dropped out. But yeah, life was pretty simple back then, and I don't have much to complain about, and not a ton of things happened, but a few things did, and this was one of them. So this all starts off like any other normal day back then. It was actually the end of summer vacation. So yeah, I was actually about to go back to school. We had like literally 2 days before school started. And I already knew like who was going to be in my classes. I already knew what the schedule was going to be like. I got all that stuff early because I went to orientation. And, I wasn't excited to go back to school because I really enjoyed the summer. But I was also excited to see my friends again and stuff like that. So, I was just enjoying my last 2 days of summer that I had. And around this time, I had a girlfriend. I was dating this girl. Let's call her Chloe, okay? I was dating this girl named Chloe. And I'd been dating her for like a month or two, and she was cool. Like, really nothing too crazy happened throughout our relationship until this day. So, this is the last 2 days we had before summer, right? And I wanted to spend it hanging out with my friends and playing Xbox and stuff. But unfortunately, I had to go like an hour away and visit my cousins. So that's what I was doing on this day, right? I was going there. I was spending the night there, hanging out with my cousins. I wasn't really excited, but I also kind of was because I liked my cousins. I just kind of would rather be home on my last 2 days of summer, but whatever, right? I didn't have a choice. So I went to my cousin's house, and upon getting there, we had dinner and like hung out. And like 2 hours later, we're in my cousin's room, and my cousin pulls out this fucking morph suit. I think you all know what a morph suit is, but if you don't, I'll explain it to you, and then you'll probably remember. It's the thing that Pink Guy used to wear. Filthy Frank, that like pink suit he would wear. Yeah, my cousin had one of those. And it was pink, just like Pink Guy's. Don't know if it was because of Pink Guy that he had one, but that's all I thought about when I saw it. And it just happened to be my size. So naturally, me being fucking stupid, I put it on. And I was like, this is hilarious. Look how dumb I look. And I was like walking around the house with it, and the whole family was laughing at me, and my cousins were laughing at me, and I looked fucking ridiculous. Like, keep in mind, I was like 100 pounds, like skinny as hell, wearing this tight ass morph suit. I looked like a pink skinwalker. It was cursed. It was horrible, right? And I wanted to know what I looked like because I couldn't really see myself, and there wasn't a mirror nearby. So I just took a selfie, right? And let me tell you, man, this selfie was horrible. Like, I really did look like a skinwalker, and my hair was all fucked up from putting the suit on, and I just looked like an idiot, right? And while I'm wearing this suit, my girlfriend texts me, and she's like, what are you doing right now? And I was like, oh, I'm wearing this pink suit. Like, I look stupid as hell. And she goes, OMG, send a photo. Now, I did not want to do this, because this was a girl that thought I was attractive. I didn't want to ruin the image by sending her a photo of me in this horrible outfit with this horrible hair, looking like a fucking just idiot, man. I looked like a fucking dumbass. So I didn't want to send a photo. So I was like, no, I'm good. She's like, Austin, send a photo, please. Like, I'm sure you look cute. And I was like, I promise you I do not look cute. I look like a sleep paralysis demon. I look like something you would imagine if you were sleeping and went into sleep paralysis and tried to get up, but all you could see was a demon standing in the corner of your room. That's what I look like, a pink sleep paralysis demon. And she's like, Austin, I'm sure it doesn't look that bad. And I was like, it does. And she kept like nagging me to send a selfie, right? So finally, I just told her, I was like, okay, I'll send the selfie, but like you cannot show anybody, and please delete it after I send it. And she goes, okay, just send it on Snapchat. I go, okay, cool. So I go on Snapchat. I had to take another selfie through the Snapchat camera. That way when it's sent, it would expire. And this one was even worse than the first one. And I sent it to her because I thought, okay, this is perfect. It'll expire. She won't screenshot it. I trust her. Well, the minute I send it to her, she screenshots it. And my heart drops because now it is immortalized on somebody's phone. It's there forever. So naturally, I messaged her and I was like, why the hell would you screenshot it? You told me to send it on Snapchat so you wouldn't have it, and then you screenshotted it. And she was like, I'm sorry, you just look so funny in it. And I was like, that's not what I want to hear. Like, don't keep it, please. And she's like, no, like, you look cute. It's like a cute funny. And I was like, no, I don't care. I don't want to, I don't want that getting out there. Please don't send it to anyone. Because I was paranoid, dude. I didn't want my school to have that because I'd get roasted. I didn't want to, have it get on the internet and, my YouTube audience find it. Like, if you guys found it, I'd get cooked. At the time, I don't remember how many subs I had, but I think it was, over 1,000. And, I could not imagine over 1,000 people cooking me for this photo. I didn't want to think about it, right? So I told her, please delete it. And she's like, no, trust me. I won't send it to anyone. I just want to look at it. And I was like, okay, whatever. So I tried to just chalk it off as okay, it's my girlfriend. Maybe she really does just think I look funny / cute in it, whatever, right? And I also thought I could trust her because I really had no reason not to trust her. So later that night, me and my girlfriend ended up getting into an argument because she thought I was cheating on her because I liked another girl's Instagram post. If that's not a testament to what relationships are like when you're that young, I don't know what is. So yeah, I was telling her, I don't cheat on you. I never have, never will. I just liked my friend's photo. And she didn't believe me. She thought I was DMing this girl. And we argued for an hour to the point where I was so tired I couldn't even keep arguing and I fell asleep. And she got mad at me because I fell asleep and didn't keep, arguing with her essentially. And I woke up the next morning to a text of her breaking up with me. Yeah. So that was shitty to wake up to. But at the same time, I just was so fed up with the whole situation that I didn't really care that much. So when I woke up to that message of her saying she was breaking up with me and that she thinks I don't care about her, which wasn't true, I just I didn't really know what to say. I just replied and I was like, okay, that's your decision. If that's what you want to do, that's what you're going to do. But just so you know, a lot of what you're saying isn't true. I didn't cheat. I didn't, stop caring about you. I basically just told her the truth, right? And she replies and goes, just stop lying, Austin. We're done anyway. You don't have to lie anymore. And I just said, okay, because I didn't really know what to say. She clearly had her mind made up, right? And she seemed angry at me, but that kind of just happens in breakups. So I thought not a lot of it. I wasn't really angry at her. I was more upset that she chose to break up with me over a text and not try and talk it out more, but whatever, right? Well, later that day, I get a message from this random dude from my school who I hadn't seen since last school year of the selfie. Yeah, of me in the fucking pink suit looking like a fucking absolute psychopath. And I was like, dude, who the hell sent you this? He was like, dude, you're now ex-girlfriend. I'm like, Chloe sent you it? He's like, yeah. She said she was going to send it to the whole school. And I was like, are you fucking kidding me? And my heart just dropped. And he's like, yeah, dude. And I was like, please tell me that's a joke. And he's like, nah, man, I wish I was kidding. I was just talking to her. She said you guys broke up. And then she sent me that photo of you and said, isn't it funny? And then she said she's going to send it to the whole school tomorrow. And I was like, oh no. So immediately I go to text her, right? And I'm fucking blocked. She blocked my number. So then I go to hit her up on Instagram. She blocked me on there too. Then I go to hit her up on Facebook. Blocked on there too. So she just blocked me on everything, and she was about to leak the most embarrassing selfie I've ever taken in my entire life. Now you're probably thinking, Austin, a leaked photo of you wearing a pink suit. Come on, man, this is what the story's about. Oh no, it gets better, I promise. So the next day rolls around, and I'm back home now, and it's school time. Also the day where apparently she's gonna leak that whole selfie to my entire school, right? So I walk into school, and the first thing I did was go to my locker and put my shit in there, because I needed to do that. And then after that, I went to her locker because I knew where it was because she told me before we broke up. And she's there putting her stuff in the locker. And I was like, hey. And she goes, hey, what's up? And I was like, just wanted to show you this. And I showed her the messages of that dude messaging me, saying she was going to leak the photo. And I was like, yeah, he told me that you sent him that and that you were going to leak it to people today. Is that true? And she's like, no, it's not true. I was just mad. And I was like, well, you already sent it to one person. So who's to say you haven't sent it to more? And she was like, I didn't, Austin. You can trust me. I was like, yeah, just like I could trust you about you not saving that photo to begin with. And she's like, all right, are we just going to argue or like you're going to go to class? I was like, whatever, like do you. And I turned around and I left. Because like I didn't feel like arguing with her. I already accepted my fate that photo was going to end up everywhere. Because I knew it was going to. Even if she didn't send it somewhere, that fucking dude would probably send it to someone and just a domino effect would happen, right? That's just what happens. So I didn't really care. I was like, whatever, my fate is sealed. So I go to class, and first class of the day I think was math. Got through that. Wasn't too crazy. Don't really remember anything from it. After class, though, I remember something. Because it's really where the story peaks. So I leave class, right? And I'm going to my locker to grab a folder. And I hear from behind me this voice. And they say, Austin, what a cute photo, man. And I turn around. And it's this absolute dickhead. We'll just call him Joey, okay? Joey was like one of my I don't want to say enemy, because I don't like to say I have enemies, but I didn't like Joey very much. He was kind of a dickhead. He was kind of like that classic, like just school bully. Like, he was just a dick to everybody. He was always trying to get into a fight for no reason. And he was just clearly an insecure dude, right? But yeah, I turned around and he's holding up the photo of me on his phone. And he goes, your ex-girlfriend sent me this, soon to be my girlfriend. And then he winks at me. And just something about the way he said it and the way he winked, it just really made me mad. I was like very angry when he said that. And he knew that because he looked at me and he goes, oh, you don't look very happy. Does this upset you? Does it upset you that I have your photo and I'm about to have your girl? And I don't know what got into me on this day. Like, I don't know if it was just because I was angry because I was starting school for the year, or the fact that there was a photo of me looking like pink guy going around, or the fact that he said he was going to try and get with my ex. Like, it probably was everything, to be honest. But I just like couldn't control my anger. And I reached behind me into my backpack, pulled out my textbook, and I threw it at his head as hard as I could. And he couldn't put his arms up in time, and it hit him like square in the face and knocked his ass over. And I don't want to say it knocked him out because he didn't like fall asleep or anything, but like he definitely was like dizzy on the ground for a good like 5 seconds trying to get up. And then he got up and like got on his feet and looked at me with this look of like anger and also confusion, because I don't think he expected me to do that. And then he charged me, just running at me, right? And we threw hands for like a minute straight. Now, I'm not going to lie, me throwing the book at him was a very dirty move. And obviously that could have been horrible. I could have hit him in like a really bad spot and could have like hurt his brain or something. Who knows, right? So I got lucky that he didn't get too hurt. But it did like kind of fuck him up in the sense where he was like kind of dizzy and like confused, and, you know, it probably gave him a little concussion or something. And it made me have an advantage when I fought him because he was way bigger than me. But the fact he was already kind of like discombobulated, he was like, you know, not fighting very well. So that minute that we threw hands, I kind of won. I got more in than he did. But it got broken up pretty quick. It didn't last very long. And we both didn't do a lot of damage on each other, to say the least. Like, I think the thing that did the most damage was me hitting him with a textbook. So anyway, the security broke us up. We both got escorted to the main office. We sat down with the principal. We had to talk to the principal about why we were fighting, and I explained it. I was like, yeah, he has this photo of me I don't want going around. My ex is sending it to people. He was talking shit about it. I threw my book at him. We fought. I made the first move. It's my fault. I took the blame because it's true. That's exactly what happened. I mean, he was on camera. They have cameras in the hallway. And like, I'm not going to lie. Like, I did throw the book at him first. I won't lie. So anyway, yeah, I ended up getting a week of out-of-school suspension, day one of school. He got 1 day of in-school suspension just because he was making fun of me for the photo. But as for like the fighting and stuff, he didn't start it, so they weren't going to punish him for it. So yeah, he kind of got not a whole lot. Just got like 1 day in-school suspension. I got 7 days out-of-school suspension. And it sounds messed up, and like I know it's not a good thing to say, but like I was kind of happy I got the suspension because I didn't really want summer to be over yet, so I just kind of spent the week playing COD. And the story doesn't end there. So the first day of my out-of-school suspension, my ex-girl texted me and was like, I heard about the fight with Joey. Like, are you okay? I was like, yeah, I'm fine. And she was like, I'm sorry. Like, I didn't know I was going to cause that. And I was like, well, maybe next time don't send photos of people that they don't want sent around to other people. And she was like, I know, I'm sorry. I was just upset. I thought you didn't care about me. And like, I don't know. I'm sorry. And I was like, it's fine, whatever. And she goes, I won't send it to anybody else, I promise. And I'm like, okay. Now, like I said, I didn't care. My fate was already sealed. You know what I mean? Like, I literally, the photo was already in 2 people's messages, probably more. I'm sure me looking like pink guy was going to be, sent around for at least the next couple months. So I wasn't really going to think much of it. But surprisingly, after I went back to school, no one brought anything up about it. No one said anything besides the one dude that had it, that one friend of mine. And then, yeah, Joey had it. But like, I don't know. He didn't send it to anyone, I guess. Because like, I didn't hear about it the whole rest of that school year. I did hear something about it the next school year from somebody else. But like, it must have been either really, really secretly leaked. Like it must have been not that publicly leaked, or maybe just only a few people had it. I don't know. I mean, I just really hope one day it doesn't end up on the internet, man, because me being 15 wearing a pink morph suit, it just looks so dumb. Like I said earlier, man, it's not like it would destroy my career or anything. I just don't want to get cooked by all of you. But yeah, man, that is the story of how a photo of me looking like pink guy got me into a fight and suspended my first day of school. So pretty wild shit. After my suspension was up, I just went back to school as normal. Chloe actually tried to get back together with me like a week later. I did not want to, just because, yeah, I couldn't trust her. And as for Joey, the dude that I fought, I didn't really talk to him much after that. We kind of just like coexisted, and we weren't really like friends or enemies. So I guess that was cool. But yeah, man, that's the end of the story time. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please leave a like on the video. I really appreciate it. Feel free to leave your story times in the comments down below, and subscribe if you're new. I'll see you all later. Peace.
I got a switchblade, bitch, and you know that it kills.